You freed him? After everything he did?
We didn't have a choice.
There's always a choice. And you chose the monster.
She's not wrong.
Don't you dare pretend to be humble now.
The plan was simple. The execution would be anything but. Blade had one ally left, Bloody Mary, a warlord in the Eastern Badlands. Few fighters, but every one of them worth 10. Red had her own card to play, E-Nation, a powerful tribe to the west. The problem was, Bloody Mary and E-Nation had been at each other's throats for years. Convincing them to fight side by side would require something neither Blade nor Red had earned back yet. Trust.
How long do I need to hold?
As long as it takes.
That's not an answer.
It's the only one I have.
Keep 'em honest.
That's a full-time job.
Frank rode south alone, back to a settlement that barely survived the last war, to prepare for the next one. He didn't look back. He couldn't afford to. Cronus did not chase. He calculated. Blade's escape was an insult, but more than that, it was a variable. And Cronus did not tolerate variables.
The Scarred One runs east. He's looking for allies.
Want him alive?
I want him stopped. Alive is preferred. Dead is acceptable.
5 of us. 1 of him.
Do not underestimate him. That mistake has ended better men than you.
Wynn and his hunters rode out before noon, 5 shadows on the horizon, silent, relentless, bred for one purpose. The hunt had begun. They walked in silence, Red ahead, Blade behind. The distance between them was more than steps. It was years. It was choices. It was everything he had broken, and everything she refused to forget.
You know what the worst part was? It wasn't the fear. It wasn't watching you become that. It was remembering who you were before. Because that meant the man I trusted chose to become a monster.
I told myself it was necessary. Every decision, every cruelty. I told myself it was the only way to keep people alive.
And you believed that?
I had to. Because if I didn't, then it was all for nothing.
It was all for nothing, Blade. Look around you.
Neither slept well that night. But for the first time in years, they had spoken. Not as allies, not as enemies, as two people carrying wounds that the wasteland didn't give them. Wynn did not rush. He read the land like scripture. Every broken branch, every shifted stone told him a story. He was closer than Blade knew, and he was patient enough to wait for the perfect moment.
Did you ever think about us? When you were up there on your throne, did you ever once think about what you threw away?
Every day. Every single day.
Then why didn't you stop?
Because by the time I realized what I'd lost, I didn't know how to be anything else.
She didn't forgive him. She wasn't ready. Maybe she never would be. But somewhere in the silence between them, the wall cracked. Just enough to let the light in. The eastern mountains rose on the horizon like teeth against the sky. Bloody Mary's territory, 3 days out, maybe 4. They weren't there yet, but for the first time, they were walking in the same direction.